She was born in 1997 inches, the Brazilian state of Rondônia, and by all accounts, she seemed ordinary. Her name was Vania Basílio Russi, a young woman described by her own mother as normal, calm, and well behaved. She lived in the city of Viana, worked simple jobs as a saleswoman and nanny, and attended church with her family. Nothing about her past suggested violence. No one who knew her believed she could ever become a killer. But appearances can be deceiving. At just 18 years old, Vania met 26-year-old Marcos Catenio Porto, an unemployed editor and single father raising a young daughter. What began as a passionate romance soon turned volatile, marked by jealousy, arguments, and emotional instability. After nearly 10 turbulent months, the relationship ended, or at least that's what everyone believed. On the morning of the 30th of December 2015, 2 months after the breakup, Vania called Marcos with a calm request. She said she was leaving the state and wanted to say goodbye one last time. Marcos agreed. He invited her to his house, unaware that Vania had already made a decision. Once inside his bedroom, she turned the stereo volume all the way up, loud enough to drown out screams. As they lay on the bed, Vania gently covered Marcos' eyes with one hand. With the other, she pulled out the knife and began stabbing him repeatedly. Marcos fought back, screaming for help as blood filled the room. In the house behind, his brother Alberto and a friend named Mauricio heard the cries and rushed forward, breaking a window to get inside. But they were already too late. When they entered the room, they saw Marcos desperately holding Vania's arm, still gripping the knife. Mauricio managed to disarm her as Marcos staggered backward, collapsing from blood loss. He died moments later in the arms of his brother and best friend. His final words were chilling. "She's crazy." Vania fled and hid in a nearby bathroom until police arrived. Arrested in the act, she showed no remorse. In police statements and interviews, she coldly admitted the truth. She didn't kill out of jealousy or rage. She said she wanted to kill someone, and Marcos was simply the one available. Investigators later uncovered a disturbing detail. Vania had a list of 3 potential victims. Marcos wasn't the first choice, just the one she could reach that day.
Você é usuário de droga?
Não, não usei droga. Não tenho bastante pra polícia também.
A faca você levou?
Eu levei.
Você não reagiu? Não foi pra cima de você, não?
Sim, reagiu quando eu tive um golpe nele aqui.
O primeiro golpe foi no pescoço?
Foi.
Você segurou ele com a perna?
Sim.
Sério que tu estava abraçada com o corpo quando chegaram, é verdade?
Não, ele segurou minha mão.
Você correu pro banheiro para tentar se proteger?
Sim.
Você espera sair da cadeia e executar os outros?
Não.
Parou nesse?
Parei.
Já
Você se arrepende ou não?
Não.
não se arrepende?
Psychiatric evaluations revealed a terrifying diagnosis: sociopathy. Vania showed no guilt, no empathy, and no emotional responsibility for her actions. She changed her story multiple times, claiming self-defense, jealousy, confusion, but none matched the evidence. In jail, her behavior became increasingly erratic. She talked to herself, displayed violent tendencies, and frightened other inmates. During her 2016 trial, shocking revelations surfaced about her past drug use, theft, emotional instability, and violent outbursts during her relationship with Marcos. The prosecution dismantled her defense piece by piece. After hours of deliberation, the jury found Vania Basílio Russi guilty of aggravated homicide. She was sentenced to 13 years in prison, a verdict many believed was far too lenient for a calculated murder. While imprisoned, Vania's story took an unsettling turn. In 2019, she married another inmate, Luis Fernando, a convicted criminal serving decades in prison. Their relationship began through letters and religious radio programs. But the marriage didn't last. Within months, they separated, allegedly due to jealousy. In 2021, after serving just over 6 years, Vania was granted semi-open regime status. Diagnosed as a sociopath, she was released under her mother's supervision, forced to wear an electronic ankle monitor and undergo psychiatric treatment. Today, her whereabouts and intentions remain unclear. Marcos, however, left behind a 3-year